someone reminded me that I reach more people than I give myself credit for. And in that conversation, we also talked about goals. And he asked me, what are your goals with your channel? And that is a very good question, because I don't have an end goal for Verage Airsoft. I just want to make the best video possible every single week. If it's a gear video, a milsim video, or just things that are in my head, I just want to create the best video possible that week. And every week that I make a video, that's a small win for me, for the channel, and for, I believe, for Airsoft. And this year I noticed that people actually enjoy the things that I bring to the internet, the things that I post on my channels, the video that I make, and that is really an amazing feeling. I started to accept that I'm doing something good, and that was really hard to admit that. And 2022 wasn't the easiest year. We had a lot of stuff going on the past years, and people were waking up again. And you saw it at events, you saw it at just regular people, same as me. I struggled to get out there, to go out to the field to play, but I dragged my ass out of there, and every time I went to a field, I played and I enjoyed myself. So the struggle to getting out of bed, bringing myself or dragging myself to that field, and coming back home with a smile made it all totally worth it. First off, let me give you some numbers. I played 15 different games in 6 different countries: Belgium, France, Sweden, UK, Austria and Czech Republic. I made 52 full videos on my YouTube channel, and I also make 52 shorts, but those are parts of my big videos. So I made 52 big videos. That's the important thing. I didn't miss a week. I'm happy about that. Every week my goal was met and I made a video. I had about 150,000 views and 6,700 watch hours, and I almost gained 1,000 subs in 1 year, which is amazing, and I can't be happier. And I'm proud of myself that I was able to produce those 52 videos and I was able to go to those fields, because this year on a personal level, it was not the best year. But I was able to go out there, play some games, get stuff out of my head by playing Airsoft, and that's why I play Airsoft. Just clear the head and have fun with friends. Now let's go to some event highlights, because there were some special events this year. Well, they all were special, I all had fun with them, but there were some special highlights that I want to go over with. Burger was special because it was post-COVID edition and we had no idea what to expect. Less players, different missions, smaller crew, but still I had a very good time because of the team. We went there with our team and we had an amazing time. I'm still working on more videos and they will be online in 2023. Austria and Czech Republic, that was a Verage thing. That was something completely new. I went there as a video maker to make a video about Lisa, her trip up there. I've been working on that for a real long time and it's almost finished, so that's also something to look forward to in the beginning of next year. Well, it will be not on my channel, but it will be on Lisa's channel, and I will make a short video to explain the video that will be on Lisa, her channel. So don't forget to check out Lisa's channel, it's linked in the description here below. NAF. What was that? That was just 3,000 people just chucked onto a field, walls of people fighting against each other, but we laughed a lot. And that's the important thing, we had fun. Meeting friends from the UK for the first time in the flesh was amazing. I will see if we will go again next year, because we didn't make a planning yet for 2023. Viking Ops in France. That was, I think, the only LARP milsim that I did. What's the difference between different milsims? I have a whole video about that. You can check it out on my channel. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that. But this was a LARP milsim where we had to talk with the other parties and try to understand what was going on during the game. And that was the most foggy event that I've ever been. I'm making a video about that, so that is coming in 2023. So there is a lot of gameplay video coming in 2023. So yeah, you know what to do, subscribe to the channel, and if you don't want to miss it. And not to forget Bellum 2022, probably the best event I've ever done for several reasons. The organizer provided the perfect setting to make that happen. And because we were fighting against our friends, I had to bring my A game. I had to give myself 150% to make sure that we brought home the win. And you guessed it, more videos are coming in 2023. And I didn't only make videos this year, I also worked on different projects, and let's go over a few of them. First off, the biggest one, I think, Airsofter World. The first full year working on Airsofter World, and that did not go as planned because, yeah, Russia invaded Ukraine and Airsofter World is a Ukraine-based platform, so yeah, that was not optimal for the platform, but after a few months of not doing anything, we managed to crawl forward, change our strategies to what we were going to do. So that was a big, I don't know how to call it, but that made me push forward. I met amazing people on the project, and yeah, it's not only me doing it, it's a bunch of people believing in this project and pulling this project forward, and we will continue to do that in 2023 and make it bigger and bigger and bigger. Next up is AAB, that is the Belgium Airsoft Association, which is not the most glamorous thing to do, but in my opinion it's one of the important things that I want to keep going. And sometimes it's very hard to find the energy, find the time to keep going, and yeah, just work behind the scenes to keep Airsoft what it is today. So nothing changes and we can keep it going. And if something happens, we are prepared to counter that as much as possible. This year was one of the hardest years for me because we had 2 years of COVID, which meant that we spent a lot of energy on keeping up to date with all the legislation and trying to keep Airsoft alive as much as possible, try to make sure that the people could start playing as fast as possible, but still in the legal whatever that was going on about sport events and all that shit. And that drained my energy a lot. So I really had to take it a little bit slower after COVID, and when the people could start playing again, that was a cool down for me. Like, okay, people can play again, I can rest a bit. And now I have to pick it up again and make it better in 2023. We got a few new people in the team, and that is amazing to feel that new energy. And we're gonna make it even better in 2023. Besides the Flemish Association, you also have the Walloon Association, that's the French speaking side of Belgium. And we are trying to bring everything together so we can have one big Airsoft family in Belgium. So we have a lot of work ahead of us in 2023. Next up, 25th Mountaineers. For the people that know, that is the team that I'm a part of, and I have been the president of that team for several years. Now in 2023, I will not be the president of the team anymore because I have to focus on different things. And if I can't provide 100% focus on the things that I want to do, it's better to step aside and let somebody else take over. And that is what I did, and I'm convinced that the people that are taking over will do the best for the team. I'm still going to be an active player, I'm still going to do stuff for 25th Mountaineers, and I'm gonna do whatever I can to make to have fun with the team. Next big thing, ICS. And this is a difficult one for me. This was my 5th year as an ICS captain, but I felt that I didn't got the time to test the rifles to the fullest. Because we went playing in Sweden a couple of times, and then I can only use a certain rifle because it's an F-mark rifles, because we have to drive through Germany. And I didn't do a lot of games in Belgium, so I did not got the time to test the 2 rifles that ICS send me, because usually I only get 1, but now they send me 2 and I didn't have the time to test them to the fullest. But the times that I tested them, I really love them. Hopefully next year I can test those rifles even more, so I can make my 1 year later, it will probably be 2 year later video because I didn't use them that much, but there's going to be a follow-up video about those rifles that I got, that is the Mars 2 and the Dagger. And both of them are really amazing in the right setting. And then it's not a big project, but it's something that I love to do, and that is supporting Airsoft around the world. And there are actually 2 projects that I'm supporting as much as possible. That's one, that's RS Alpha, because they made something amazing with 2 people and they need all the support that they can get. Because they made something that I'm not going to, I'm not going to go into too much detail. I have a lot of RS Alpha videos on my channel. If you know what they do, go check them out and find out more about the best Airsoft app you can find. And they made an app and some boxes and props and perks and whatnot, all to give you the best Airsoft experience possible. Like I said, go check them out on my channel. There are a lot of videos. And the other thing that I want to support as much as possible, that's Bellum Event, because they really create something for the player. They listen to the player, they try to change as much as possible to make sure that everybody has an amazing time. And as we all know, that's not easy because we are all expecting something different from the game that we're going to. But they do an amazing job to make sure that everybody has an amazing time. They listen, they change, they evolve, which is amazing. So Bellum and RS Alpha, keep it up. And it's also not a surprise that Bellum is using RS Alpha in the game itself. And before I say anything more, I want to thank you as a viewer for being here and supporting me in any way possible. Because as we all know, social media is not the best thing right now, especially not for Airsoft. And I noticed that my videos are being watched and they've been shared and people like them, and that's all I can ask. I don't care what social media does with my videos. I care about what you think about my videos, and I hope I helped you a little bit with the things that I share. And that way we can grow the channel to something bigger, something better, and I can do a lot more for Airsoft. And I also want to thank the people that if I do a live stream, they jump into the live stream and they interact with what I'm doing. Sometimes I do a live stream while I'm editing, sometimes it's a live stream about the specific topic. And the interaction with Airsofters is something that I really love to do. And that's also one of the reasons why I made this channel, so I can talk more about the things that I love. So if you're interacting with me on live streams, and hopefully I can do a little bit more live streams in 2023, because I was a little bit lacking about that in 2022. So what can you expect in 2023 from Verage Airsoft? Well, a little bit of the same, but better. And hopefully I can go to a little bit more games, visit more countries, and importantly, visit more friends around the world. Because I met so many cool people around the world and I did not get a chance to visit them all. Hopefully I can go out and play a game with all of them. And that will be a little bit difficult, but I will try to visit as many as possible. And as I said before, I will be an ICS captain again in 2023, so probably, or maybe, I don't know yet, there will be another rifle that I can show you. I don't know yet, but I will keep testing the ones that I got in 22, so that's actually something new that you will see in 2023. You will see the rifles that I got in 2022. Is it new? No, it's new for you. I tested them, you didn't see it yet, but it's coming. And the last thing that I want to do in 2023, that is something new, and I'm not really sure how to do it yet, and hopefully there is some time that will open up. And that means that I can work on a different project again. And I have a few projects laying around, and I want you, as the people that are looking and watching my videos, I want you to decide which project that I'm going to work on. I don't know yet how I'm going to do it, if everybody will be able to vote, or if it's just the members of my YouTube channel that I will give a vote. I don't know yet, but I have a few projects laying around, like my 1919 A4, the 30 cal that I really need to finish, a custom PTT that I want to finish. I'm working on the automatic speed loader that I really want to finish, and a few other projects that have been laying around for so long, and it's still in my head, and I want to finish one of those projects, or at least keep progressing on those projects. So if I can choose one project every month that I can work on, it means that eventually those projects will be finished. And if I can't work on it like for hours and hours and hours, I will still be able to work on it at least some hours that month. I don't know yet, it's coming, I'm working on it, it's in my brain, I told it on the video now, so I have to do it now. And in 2023, yeah, I will ask your vote for the Airsoft Player Choice Awards, because this morning I read that I'm nominated for 2 categories. Actually, if we count Airsoft the World, there are 3 categories where I can use her help. Well, 4 if we count Lisa's category too. So there is a blog, which is really weird, where I got nominated for that. I have no idea how that happened, because I make videos, not typing out the things. Well, you can find them on my website, but that's not the same thing as a blogger does. So I'm nominated for the Special Player Airsoft Award as a male, and Lisa is nominated for the Special Player Award as a female, and of course the Best Community Airsoft World. So if you have some time, follow the link in the description and cast your votes, not only for me, but for everything that is in there. I think there are 27 different categories where you can cast your vote about that. And that is where the next live stream will be about. I will live stream all my choices that I make. Hopefully I can do it this week. If not, I can do it next week. And as you can see, what started off as a very weird year went to a year that was quite okay in the summer, and then it went off to a very weird year on a personal scale, which made it for me very difficult to keep up with the videos. But I managed to do it, and I'm really happy that I was able to do that. And I really need to get out as much as possible, because Airsoft is a game where I have to use my brain and my body. It's physically and mentally draining my energy, and that is good, because then I'm not thinking about anything else. And the last thing that I can do is I hope that you had a very good Christmas, and I want to wish you a very good new year. Hope you had a lot of fun with your family and your friends. Have a good party, and we see each other again next year in 2023. Bye!